Hello, everyone. Me, Shannon. In case you guys didn't know, don't mind the messy bed. Just got home from summer school. Gonna talk briefly about my foldables that I did. I actually had a lot of fun doing this because I love foldables. Like that's my go-to organization tool for my kiddos in elementary school. So I haven't really been able to do it for um, 7th through 12th grade. So that took a little bit, but this is my social studies one. Obviously the words are backwards, but it's World War II, the big guys. So like I made it folded like this, and I got the four big people that we have for World War II. So you just kind of, this is Adolf Hitler. You just lift open the flap, and it gives information about Adolf Hitler, Joseph Stalin. This is a great organizational tool for like a mini test or like a quiz or just to keep certain dates or people in line. This is a great one for social studies because y'all got to get, dates and people memorized all the time. So I figured this would be going in. I had a different color so that it wasn't confusing. So you'd be like, all right, green Adolf Hitler, yellow Joseph Stalin, orange Benito Mussolini, and then, et cetera, et cetera. So you just kind of lift up the flap, give a little information. It could be like a quiz. They could quiz each other on them. They can give the information. They could say, "Oh, that's Joseph Stalin," or give me a couple of people. You know, was Adolf Hitler a part of the Nazi Party, the Fascist Party, that kind of stuff. So you can do it with people, dates, different terms for social studies, and I think you could probably use this for science too. So this is my social studies one. I'm going to move on to my math one. So I picked something that I knew that could go across the line of different equations. So system of equations. And we have intersecting lines, parallel lines, and same lines. So they would have the equations and the y-axis and the x-axis. And this shows you which lines you're talking about, and then you lift the flap up and it gives you the information of how to do the solution. So like intersecting lines only has one solution, and it says one solution at the set of ordered pairs where the lines cross. Same thing. You're like, okay, parallel lines, how many solutions? There's no solutions. Or same line, infinite amount. Okay, this is a great foldable to help with math equations or math terms. But this one was, I thought, was a really good visual one. The next one I'm going to show is my ELA one. This one I had a lot of fun doing, but it also was a little time consuming because I wanted the flaps to be on the paper, but I couldn't really figure it out. So I just took post-it notes and just taped them on, and still effective. So we have important poetry terms, and that's pretty helpful for 9th, 10th grade ELA. And you just take the term like alliteration and you open the flap and it gives you the information about it. Simile, and I made sure to put examples on it. So this is also a great organizational tool and also a great visual, and also it's really helpful for kiddos that are just having a hard time with those key terms and they can't really figure out like the difference between simile and metaphor, and they can just use this as a study guide and or use it during class when we're going over poetry terms. So the last one, kind of messy, but I did like a trifold for my science one, and it's just concepts about plants. I don't know how to term it so that you can see the words, but bear with me. So you have the terms here and then pictures that go outside of it. So like oxygen, it's like a person breathing in from or breathing in the oxygen from the tree. And then glucose, like these are the glucose cells, and then carbon dioxide, we breathe carbon dioxide out for the trees. Or these terms, pictures correlate, and then you open it, and then there's the information, 1 through 6 of the definitions for each word. So I think my favorite one that I did was probably the poetry one. I love fun that because ELA is my favorite subject. And while I was researching everything, I found out so many different things for foldables. And these, I wanted to pick ones that could go across the board that any student could use and benefit from, and simple things that they just need to focus on, like terms or dates or definitions of something, just because that's the focus of each, each part of the content. So that's all I got for you guys. Okay, hope you enjoyed them. Thanks.